to use channel points. Let's see if things are working. Wait, Brian's online. I might briefly visit his stream first. Before I start mine. Is he still online? He might be offline now that, oh, he's still online. Wait, did I interrupt the stream?
I also still don't know it. I see that.
Yep, okay. I probably need to let everybody in my okay, yeah, I'll link to the Inhuman Beatdown. And I need to post my other live stream, so let's see if I can get this. The Coronus expands. Right, I'll pin this, and then what else? Oh yeah, I need to go to the stream manager. So I can pin my messages. And also throttle down everything. Avalanches boil the water of trade. Okay. That being said, let me switch to my face cam to say hi to folks. Well, folks, it's me. I'm Biggie and I'm back. We're live. We are playing some more Warhammer until my body recovers. But to be fair, there's a bunch of really cool things in Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader. Namely, there's more DLC things, more updates that I'll catch rolling out. Oh yeah, I forgot to servitize you. Yeah. So hopefully we'll see a couple of people here and there in the stream. I'm gonna take this chance to thank my members first. Apilux, Manta, Burton, Talenton, Yellowneck, Techno, Ozor. Thank you for being members and or contributors to the time of streaming. You get to turn into Pokemon amongst other cool perks like cool badges and emojis. So feel free to check that out. if you're interested. Otherwise, don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, click on the bell to get notified for when I go live, etc. Yeah, so we'll do that. Let's go ahead and make sure that all of the things are working in various different platforms. The live vertical stuff is working finally, but hopefully by Saturday, maybe Sunday, we'll be sitting back up, meaning that I'll be finally back on track to do physical activities. But that being said, it's now time for me to boot up Rogue Trader, and we probably want to go focus on the newer DLC stuff, because I didn't realize, but our the DLC things actually added a new colony, so we'll probably want to go to deal with that almost immediately before doing other things. And I basically spent quite a fair bit of time playing the game off camera, because just yesterday I had some time. And also I probably want to make some changes to the Streamlabs Redeem. The loyalty point store. Okay. Loyalty store. There we go. And I'm going to change the warp jump sound effect, because currently it's this one. I need to change it to the slightly shorter one. This is the shorter one, because this is the longer one for the warp jump again.
A shallow jump to the left.
And then a strafe to the right.
All hands on deck.
Straight for the Emperor's light. But it's a jealous feel that keeps the voices contight. Pretend there's nothing there.
So this is probably the one I want. Let's save. I select this and try listening to it again. Yep, there we go. Good. And I'll also delete this one, the other one. Yep, confirm. Okay, that should be everything. Okay, with that, that's all the things we'll need to figure out. I'll minimize this. Oh, and now we go to the game. Okay. All this platinum. That's fine. Oh yeah, we have some space dust here, and some gutted void ship. So we'll do this first. Accept this. Yep. I'll just let you guys see where we are right now in the Corona's expanse. And where our next quest will be. This is the Platinum Stellos, so that's where we're going to answer the call of help from Grantis. The next bit of the main quest that we're going to do. But we also have Pillars of Iridis to lay waste to the Rim Station, which is the hardest battle. We also have Solitas, which has the stars that guide us. We have Lavella's Heart to go to Tharasa for the DLC side quest. But we probably also want to head straight to the Tears of Solar, because that's going to be the next big quest that we're going to do. Well, I'm going to just go. I'm thinking of either going to a place like Footfall, then doing a straight warp, or figure that out. You go to Furibundus, then do a straight warp across, or we go to Epsilon here, that we could actually just teleport from Yanis all the way across to a Solar. But yeah, let's just actually just do this battle first. The Pulvis, because where were we in the quest? Let's check our journals. Yep. Looking at the quests, we have the On the Hunt for Knowledge. This is all for Footfall stuff, so that's fine. But in the Footstep of a Legend, we need to go to Tears of Solar. That's more important. We have Platinum Stellos for the counterattack on the Xenos. We have Aberration's Lair, which is the pillars. This is the so that we nuke the pillars of Iridis. Rim Station. We could go to Tharasa for the DLC 2. Yep. Dead Man's Chest. Tenebris Aquae. Pelium Solitas. And this is Jehadari's Celebration back at the whatchamacallit? On Footfall. Okay. But yeah, we need to go to this gutted void ship for now, as we fight with Cabela, Abelard, Cassia, Pascal, Aogun. But yeah, just looking at the schedule, today and tomorrow will be more Rogue Trader, and then one day off, followed by a one more Rogue Trader. And him, yeah.
Conventionally high efficiency for the unit Cassia or Celio, relative to her limited experience. The unit status has been upgraded.
Knowledge is the key to everything, is it not, esteemed Magos? I learned this wisdom from your fellow priests, and it has helped me many times.
Covered in unpleasant-looking growths, like scabs. What about this? The sweetish smell coming from the dead. Seems odd. Okay.
They will see.
All right.
Spectacle of your demise.
Okay. There are units up here Okay. So what's the best choice of action here? Kibella will take get her to take her turn before anyone else. Let's make sure the Kibella gets to deal with this guy. Pascal probably wants to be... Well, he could be here, so he could shoot at various different spots. Or maybe it's Kefka better over there. Did Kefka reach that pillar? No. If he can't reach that pillar, he should be closer to the action, right? Yeah, Pascal could go here. Kefka goes here. Aogun somewhere in the middle, please. So this spot. Abelard. Okay, so with Aogun being here, let's see where he could put the Tia Prima. Here. Close. Okay. Kasha could be here. Abelard could... be here, yeah. Alright, I think Abelard's probably going to get the most out of the buffs from Aogun, right? So if that's the case, Aogun needs to be somewhere. Okay, let me move you here first. Move Aogun back here. Kefka could move and shoot, so he could go here. And Cassia also could do a bunch of extra turnsies things. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do with Cassia? I'm gonna put her here. And I'm gonna have her move over here. Yeah, let's start the battle. I'm gonna F5. Start the battle like so. Okay. I think let's do a call everybody up close. Okay, she can't quite reach with these guys. So maybe here to gather these 5. And now we could do this. Next up, what's your choice? We have Stronghold Stratagem. Allies in that area has more armor, cannot be overpenetrated. Immunity. Okay, so with that, we're gonna go pop the rear line. Over here.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
And now we could go for the back line. I'm gonna move the back line over here.
If I may.
Because Cassia's gonna move there. But I guess not before granting extra turnsies to Aogun.
If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Right, and now with that, I'm going to use various different things. Yep. This one, followed by this. Here.
Machine spirits approve.
Followed by this. Point.
Nuncius, I'm relying on you.
And now we have 2 attacks, I guess. We could go with the arc rifle for the first one.
One worse.
Nice. Followed by buff.
Astute observation.
And now we can move, do this against you 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice. And now we have extra turnsies. Who do we grant extra turnsies to? That's going to capitalize on this momentum. It's okay. I do think it's probably Pascal. Let's go ahead and have a look at some targets. Yeah, it's going to be Pascal. He could probably hit a lot of people.
I am a conduit of the machine god's will.
Right. With that, Pascal could start off by using Perfect Spot. Followed by Machine Mechadendrites.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Start marking some prey. Here's 1.
Running binary override.
Here's 2.
The Omnissiah knows all.
Here's 3.
Comprehends all.
Okay. Let's start pew-pewing. Here's 1. Shot. Shot number 1.
Significant value.
Shot number 2.
Function successfully terminated.
Shot number 3.
Running.
No, too far. Okay. Wait, there's another dude here? Is there? No. No. Let's go with Call the Bold, I guess. And with this, I think we could throw a grenade. Yep. Is there anything else we could do? We have, okay, this mutant, this mutant, this mutant, and then the enforcer.
Request denied.
Yeah, he's done. Okay. Dragon's also done. Now we shall move you here. Switch staffs.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And we'll go and relocate the front line to over here.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Right. The grenade made Kibella's movement a little useless. Yeah, so she's not able to do much. Let's move you here. Wait. Pascal needs to move somewhere so that he could have more lines of fire. Can we move here? Is that more line of fire now? Here. Yeah, there it is.
Advancing.
This is the perfect spot for him.
Scriptural prognosis is favorable.
And let's go ahead and pew. And this dude. Followed by a call. Alright, so.
Of undeath.
I don't have a line of sight for anyone else. Right? So I guess it's going to be the machine rights. Right, Ayogan's back. We don't have anything we could do over here. Let's start by continuing to buff. 1,
Yes, I'm relying on you.
2,
The machine spirits approve.
3.
A valid argument.
Let's use this.
Curious. Take assistant. Engage.
5, 6,
Executing command.
and who do I want extra turns these? Probably Abelard. Yep.
Astute observation.
Right, Abelard, you need to use Reckless Rush. And then this.
Victory is imminent.
And now we move. And we have a charge attack. So let's charge.
At your beck and call.
I don't know which one of these. This is the sweep that inflicts bleeding. I do think it's... No, that's a harsh shove. Okay, I'm going to go with attack into an extra turnsies, I guess.
It will burn. One fewer target. We'll rule the stars themselves. Target well struck. I will. I'm at your service.
Okay. Don't get poisoned now, buddy.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Okay. Right. Let's look. I need to look at the inventory to make sure that we have our consumables set up. Consumable. Yes, for the consumables. Good for the consumables. Just in case. Dieครับ ก่อนไปตักผ้าเอาไอ้นั่นมาด้วยไอ้ตัวยางยืดมา Okay. And we need one more. Okay. Where's our stem? There it is. Okay. Good. Done. Ooh. There's treasure chests everywhere. So let's go ahead and start looting them bodies.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue
Okay.
thread.
Unlocking them.
This Explorator is
Aha.
blessed with multifunctionality.
House Cassini staff. +7 infusing. Allies targeted by navigator power gains additional MP. Yep. Infusing allies targeted by navigator's powers give a +7 bonus to all the characteristics. Okay. And this is a distraction cape. Let's give our staff of House Cassini down here. Add to cargo. We don't need this anymore. But it's going to be rough to make sure that we have the right staff equipped all the times. Here's the Bloodhound staff here for the 6 devastating. Okay. Let's move here for the other bit of loot. Clear our passage.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
And one more loot here from this little agile mutant. And we finally head this way.
One step at a time.
Ooh, that's a friggin' navigator with a plasma gun. Nice. Navigator's throne, the handles are extremely worn, with visible marks left by nails, evidence of terrifying hours spent locked in battle with the powers of the warp. Okay. Look at all these chain swords and things. More items we could loot. Loot them bodies.
What lies beyond?
Loot these goods. One more. Okay, body to loot. I need somebody to loot. Right, let's see what you have for us. The leader of the ravaged ship's crew wipes the sweat from his brow in a motion of characteristic of navigators. Not with his whole hand, but with his 2 fingers moving from left to right and back so that not to touch his third eye by accident. His movement is the only sign of fatigue. He allows himself. His posture is immaculate, shoulders wide, eyes front, as if he did not just emerge from grueling battle and simply greeting you for the bridge on an uneventful day. My greetings, your lordship. There's no need for introductions. I know that the heirs of the Von Village is line by sight. I am Han of House Cassini, the navigator of this vessel and the senior surviving officer. I assumed command after the incident. And the navigator, what an unexpected and pleasant meeting, considering the circumstances. I have not had the honor of being personally acquainted with you, but of course I know the emblem of House Orselio. How fares the honorable regent? Cassio Orselio, cordially will not disguise the ice-blue coldness of your words, Navigator Han. However, I will tell Regent Aronto that you inquired after his health. You may pass on the best wishes to Novator de Cassini. And now, let's see the pleasantries aside. I'm sure the rogue trader would like to ask you a few questions. I'm gonna need some answers immediately. Who's your dad and what does he do? Okay, as Han speaks out, others glare at you with a dour attention. Up close, you can plainly see that every one of them is a mutant. Their faces and bodies bear the mark of incredibly grotesque deformities. Right? Han's associates seem perfectly clear-eyed, showing no signs of madness. So what happened to the ship and the crew, Han? The ship is assigned to the port of Dragonis some time ago. The captain was instructed to deliver a package urgently by hand to you, your lordship. We were even shown a pic of your face. Wow. Disaster struck during the warp jump, and I will never know all the details as I was preoccupied with my primary duties. But for some reason, the captain decided to open the package that you might have noticed had most destructive impact on the crew. Chaos artifact. Oh. Somebody set you up the bomb. The moment it was removed from its protective cocoon, the crew began to lose their minds and mutate. The first to be affected was the captain and the senior officers, but the effect spread with incredible speed. Every deck was consumed by it. Every last one. The raging mutants, no longer sane, damaged many systems to the ship lost in distress. Okay. So the Chaos Bomb was meant for me, so who's the sender? Kunrad Voidfear, my goodness. Last trader beat us to Dragonis and is now free to act with impunity. Do not trouble yourself with needless questions. No. Yep. As you wish, your lordship. I want all of this to happen to your ship, not ours. So, was you're not affected by the mutations and the madness? Well, that depends. I was born a mutant, you see. Navigators are taught to resist the influence of chaos. Yeah. No visible indicators yet. All signs point to Han telling the truth, but you also notice clear evidence of just how difficult it is for him to struggle against the corruption. Where's the artifact now? Right. Right, okay. Attention. I have placed it inside a protective sarcophagus more reliable than the previous repository. Could not be destroyed in these circumstances, or rather I have no assurances that it would not disintegrate every one of us and scatter. Still like to take a look at the artifact. Now, you want to see the trinket that nearly wiped out a whole ship? Why? I have seen enough to stop anyone from coming anywhere near it. I'll give my life if I must to prevent that from hurting more people. We have a heretical choice to attack. You stand between me and that which is mine. You will die for this. Hooray. Loot that body.
Stop! There!
We got ourselves an Aquila pendant. Plus 10 willpower. Dogmatic has 5 fellowship. Oh my. Plasma gun. Just a random plasma gun. Expeditionary footwear. Navigator powers, plus 15 dodge until the end of the round, and it stacks. Interesting. Would that mean that it's a better choice of footwear than the Adrenaline War boots? Oh, that's a better. Yeah, it's a better item because the Navigator power stuff stacks. So, yep. Sword. Where's the boots? Yep. Okay. And now we check the sarcophagus. On the gutted void chip. Hooray! Unseal the container. The spirit of this machine has been wounded by something unknown. I sense the electromagnetic respiration. Immediate purification recommended. We have torment bracelets. The machine spirit of this device is overflowing with emancipations of nature unknown to me. Wow. Let's go ahead and keep inspecting. Vaguely familiar. Could it be that your Vox, one of the mutineers, took from you on the day Theodora died? Under your gaze, the balls of blood begin to scurry along the case frantically. You know who this is. You know I'm close and will never leave you be. Enjoy the power you stole from me while you can, but I'm not done with you yet. Look who's decided to resurface. May honor to rid us of his pursuer if he ever comes within shot. Right? Past life. So I brush with the war phenomenon. Okay. You have fallen under the effects of the artifact. It appears that your Vox was enchanted with your own blood, which Kunrat stole from the day of your confrontation. To work like a siphon, draining the soul of whoever opened the container. Let's go heretical, of course. Yeah, we're taking the artifact. Right. What is this new artifact that we got? Cloak of Hatred. What is it? Oh, the Torment bracelets. We got 2 Torment bracelets? Wow. Okay. Interesting. What is our heretical rank right now? We're at 225. Nice. Once we reach 300, we will get this next bit, which is demonopathy. Yep. Rogue Trader may choose an ally and grants them plus 20 bonus to all their characteristics for 2 rounds. Okay. Yep. I think, yeah, we're done here. I'll also double check on the various projects. The reaping. Okay, you're working on that. No projects for Dragonus. Flawless servitors going on over here. Ooh, we completed the Vabos 6 project. Mines of Vabos 6 are once again in turmoil. So who did kill the people? So who did kill the people found in the mines? What do my officers and advisors think? If the governor and a pack of overseers cannot handle duties, should they not have take place of their wards? Could they not be worthy administrators along those who oppose them? Those who could do better? A mob of commoners mauled with a more noble soul while attempting to reason with them. How awful! Perhaps the underground madness has spread among them and assumed a new form, turning them into monsters in the process. It would be cruel to kill them if this is the case. It is much more humane and well-intended to exercise their brains in order to curb their ferocity and penchant for disobedience. A rather merciful step. I don't care about the overseers. The convicts or their problems. What bothers me is the dead bodies. Who left them? And that's the important question. If the bodies have not been destroyed yet, we could conduct a certain kind of divination. The root rituals is less than appetizing, but a psyche with a strong stomach can learn more about their deaths. The traces of death are like an opening to a disciple of the web. Skilled spinner can go to the mines and reveal what brought to the death of the convicts. So this is Mercy to the Fallen to lose security. This is Scourge of Vabos. Efficiency for complacency. Scourge of Vabos. Again. Same for here. And this is Keen Mind from Idira. And Dark Revelation for Kibela. Okay, let me just right click. Okay, no. Damn it. Right. Okay, before we go here, let's go ahead and see which third rank item we could pick. The Imperial Navy one is probably the hardest one to actually get. Cutthroat feature is plus 10 crit, very strong. Plus 5 ballistics and plus 5 to their range attacks. I think I prefer this one. Yeah. Oh. Damn it! This is getting my arms so tired. Right, I'm going to visit Tekios Epsilon first. I think. Oh wait, we do have a travel. Wait, we do not. Warp here for a bit, and then we'll reroute. Nice. We've got a profit factor gain, which means that one of our colonies is completed. There we go. Profit factor +3, provisions ×6. And no more projects for Filestone or Yanis. Okay. We got Shield of the Emperor for the Dargonas, right? Okay. No more colony projects. Show finished projects. Show excluded projects. Okay.
Evening/morning/whatever it might be for you.
Hi, barbecued llama. Morning for me, probably evening for you, right? But thanks for joining in. We've got some rogue tradering to do. We're doing rogue trader today. Well, today, maybe a little bit more tomorrow, and probably after the rest day as well. I'm about to teleport over to here, Tears of Solar, but I'm not sure if it's smart to just teleport all the way there from Yanis. But I mean, I don't see if anything's wrong with that in particular, because there's no way to reach it without using this. And also, I just found out that there has been updates, right? That fixed. I do believe they've fixed Assassin and a little bit of the Blade Master during the newest patch, which rolled out a few days ago. But yeah, thanks for being here, Barbecue.
You can make a teleport from anywhere, but I usually like making those kinds of teleports from Dargonas, our capital world.
That is true. Because Dargonas has a bunch of main quests, don't they? So let's go ahead and slowly travel to Mundus Phalangius, right? You don't have anything in particular to be aware of. I already finished the whatchamacallit. Let me just double check that. Yep, we're done with the Filestone projects. We're done with the Yanis project. And Dargonas. Yep. No projects. We're still working on Kiava Gamma and Vabos. Okay. The thing is, do I want to warp travel here, do a few more jumps before? You know what, let's do that.
More projects will become available later on.
I assume so. Okay. Middle decks report a strange gathering. Okay. Let's put the cult under surveillance. Okay. Spies report that the cult gatherings were hardly worth investigating. They were nothing but long conversations punctuated by people searing their palms over an open flame. Their surveillance was maintained until the end of the warp journey. The newly born prophet simply forgot about his calling, stopped giving sermons. Okay. Look at all this profit factor. My goodness. Kiava Gamma. All right. Lord Captain, after unsealing the Theodora's secret workshop on Kiev Gamma, an epidemic of mysterious tech leprosy has broken out. My goodness. Omens mutate into distorted forms, killing their hosts and machines and even entire assemblies, halls that broke apart into fragments that devour each other, fusing into grotesque and insane forms. The Omega-18 Manufactorium, an epicenter of the epidemic, is cordoned, but the disease will burst out of there sooner or later. What's known about the disease, then? We have not faced anything like this before. The plague only affects mechanisms, forcing them to transform and lose all functionality. No one has been able to provide insight into the nature of this disease or how it found its way into Lady Theodora's secret workshop. It is possible that some secret research was being carried out there. Oh my goodness. Friggin' the viruses being cultivated in labs. My. How relevant. Your special servants who bear knowledge of the prior desecration of Kiev Gamma are susceptible to the disease as well as any other person. They have assured me the disease has nothing to do with their ruinous powers and comes from a Xeno source. Okay, let's see what my advisors say. The eradication of the infection is highest priority, but to completely eradicate the manufactorium serving as the epicenter to inflict serious damage on the resource supply. This unit, I can propose another method of purging. However, the sacraments of the Omnissiah that are available to me cannot be revealed to the laity. I ask you place your trust in me.
Sherin, do not be so hasty with this purge. The phenomenon may be of interest to other specialists. There are many who do not agree that all knowledge belongs solely to cogs. What appears to be a plague could hold amazing possibilities. If we could isolate the manufactorium and let these inquisitive minds inside, they would happily compensate us for the loss of production capacity.
I've suppressed 18 different epidemics aboard the flagship, and our officers have experience in setting up quarantines. We'll send them to Kiev Gamma and lead the tech brigader squads. They will not return from the exhibit center until the infection is eradicated and the preventative exclusion zone is taken down.
Even metal dies eventually, scarred by corrosion. To combat those who have stripped away their flesh and replaced it with machinery, the blood-spun web has produced a remedy, an acidic compound that burns through steel. We stand by ready to help to burn this tech leprosy.
So, do as you wish, Pascal. We got refugees from the Lost Manufactorium. We got Demise of Metal. We have Healer of Metal. Or Vessel of Tech Leprosy for the Kaspelica mission. Okay, let's look at all the various items, abilities first. Refuse from the lost refugees. Tech priests survive this tech leprosy. Plus 20 to all void ship shield sectors. That's pretty interesting. And what about Kibella's ability? Demise of Metal. Allies gets 10% more damage to machines and targets with reject the flesh feature. Ooh, that's interesting. Secret compound. Yep. My team is very weak to machines in any case. Because both Kibella and Kefka, well, you know what? We should be fine. What about Abelard? What is Healer of Metal? %5 to armor penetration. Okay. We've got Vessels of Tech Leprosy, which is a bomba. Shock damage with armor pen, plus 2 stacks of Perplex. Wow. This also gives us 5,000 RP with Kaspelica, which is pretty nice. Any advice, Barbecue? Because I'm thinking one of these buff seems nice. Healer of Metal makes us a little bit chunkier. This lets us deal more damage to metallic enemies. Which, because we have Cabela and we don't have a lot of damage. We do have damage choices from the Rogue Trader if we decided to keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the shields since naval battles can be kind of awkward, but really any of them are viable.
Yeah. I think I'm okay with naval battles for now. Right, so I'm just going to pick Cabela as one. More damage. Right, and now let's go ahead and pick a project. Right, we could either go with, we don't have the Armored Rage here, but we could either go with this for the instability detonator.
When in doubt, more damage is always a solid choice. Slightly smiling face.
Yes, the item grants us +5 bonus attack used. Meh. Can be used to immediately remove all bleeding, burning, or toxin effects from enemies in a 10 cell radius. Enemies receive 6 impact damage. That's actually an interesting thing. Especially for my build, for Kefka. Because to remove all of this to receive impact damage is kind of nice before stacking it up again. This gives us the Armored Prow feature. I'm gonna go with the Unwelcome Guests. Yep, execute. And what about Vavos? Do you have anything? Still working on killing fields. We got the best fields. Okay. We're going to save the Pillars of Viridis battle for later. Trust in the Navigator's talent. Yep. Talent. Yep, we got experience and insight. Very good. And now Colony Vabos has got something new to develop. Okay, Lord Captain, the Astropathic Choir has caught glimpses of horrifying visions coming from Vavos. Something has breached the colony from underground. Oh my goodness, what are those creatures? Few has faced them and survived to tell the tale. What think my advisors? That is unknown. Establishing the nature of the threat is the top priority. Collateral losses are insignificant. We have to block off this threat and protect the people. We drive those monstrosities back underground and use heavy drilling machines. Okay. So see, if we pick Pascal's choice.
Trying to avoid spoilers, but have you had the ceremony on Dargonis yet? The Ascension ceremony to confirm you as the Rogue Trader?
No, we haven't. We have not. I haven't. I think that one is. The ceremony is after we fight. Look and fight the Drukari dude, Marazai. I think that's what it is. I haven't done that quest yet, so. Like we're digressing in side questing at the moment. Master of the Inferno, Indomitable Tactician. Okay. Carapace Fragment. The item negates all energy damage dealt to the wearer, but it cannot occur more than 3 times per combat. Ugh. What about here? Master of the Inferno. Allies gain +10 demolition, +10 more fire damage. That seems pretty cool as well. More damage. Considering we have characters.
Oh, I thought you already did that since you had VE bows.
Yeah.
I must be getting the quest order mixed up.
I think Vabos 6 as a colony is available. No. The thing is, here's the quest order. you go to Fable 6 to see Marazai for the first time, right? And then we have a quest for an attack on our colony that lets us go to Mercegrit. And then after defeating Mercegrit, we will be able to go to another spot where Marazai ambushes us. Yeah, this is against Xeno. Okay. I like the fire damage. Yep. Thanks, Argenta. Killing fields, profit factor, and promethiums and chemicals. Right, let's look at all the extra projects. Are any of these are required at all? What is vigilance? Marvelous compact weapon in the form of a scorching shot. Okay. All right. Extractium layer in the. Let's see if we have anything we need to do. Okay. This reduces complacency. Allies gain +5 commerce and +4% hit chance. Okay. Now let's execute a couple of these. Anything from Kieva? Right. Head back to Mundus Valancius. Okay. And now we can go straight from Dargonus all the way to Tears of Solar. Chart this, make it less unsafe. Warp. Yep. Okay. Strange anomaly detected on Kieva Gamma. Series of orders defined as procedures OC. Oh no, they're making some OCs of My Little Pony and other IPs. Has forced into self into production, or Sonic the Hedgehog or whatever. The servant of the Omnissiah defines its execution status as most sacred, therefore following its instructions to the letter. Cells were eradicated in all manufactoriums connected by the cogitators, or more precisely, computing channels. Okay. Part of Delphium's legacy.
Massive heresy.
Yep.
Exterminatus that planet quick.
It's exterminatus deleted. Yep. I recently also had a whatchamacallit. My newest AI song channel has been received kind of, well, there's been it's very divisive in terms of comments. A lot of hate comments on it though, but I don't know what you feel about with AI though. So I just recently made a parody of the Power Rangers opening using Death Watch Squad. So, well, I didn't make it. I mean, I generated something. Well, High Victorium Janus Danrock. What do we know about this procedure? Could it be a part of Delphim's legacy? Cannot say trace such signal activated the procedure. Okay. So my advisors, you say these cells need to be filled with high sensitivity tech priests. Sure, but why use our own servants? Just check out a few remote stations and outposts, look for cogs with banisters unfit,
and you will find 3 times as many more suitable candidates than the Magnatorians. Okay. That says they are singing. It is surprising that your race was able to achieve such a harmonious form of interaction with crafted tools, Monkey. My kinsmen, too, have psychoacoustic harmonics to guide our creations. I'm not a bone singer myself, but I might be able to tell you servants of certain principles to define the sounds of the universe. I find this sacrilegious suggestion to be in the breach of the Data Unity Protocol. A signal seeming from nowhere that the highest execution priority, a perfect weapon for capturing the planet, should be anathematized. And I am ready to summon a cadre of competent tech scorchers from the Inquisition. Okay, so let's see. We have the Gauntlets of Energy Grace. What is this? Right click. Gauntlets of Energy Grace. If an ally is hit with an arc rifle, Magnorail Blast, or Transonic Wave, the outside of the allies next turn to gain 1 AP. Oh my goodness. So, friendly fire. And this will cost us a profit factor for Armor of Refraction. The Armor of Refraction is a heavy armor, so that sucks. The carapace grants +1 deflection. And +10 armor if the wearer has moved during their turn. +2 deflection on human enemies. We don't have a need for that. Especially not for a profit factor. What does Earlight give us? Secrets of the Ancient Cybersmiths. All allies deal logic divided by 15% more energy and machine damage. Okay, that is pretty cool. And what does Heinrichs give us? Abolisher of the procedure. Allies deal +10% more damage to machine creatures, Necrons, and targets with reject the flesh feature. Okay, right. So we could deal more damage to machines, or we could. What's Earlet's suggestion? Deal more energy and machine damage. The thing is, we have my party will probably consist of Aogun for the time
Earlight
being.
or Heinrichs definitely seems like the best choices there.
Yep. Continue in the dialogue. Unwelcome guests. Look at all these trophies. Thank you. We also got Xenotechs. What else for the projects? Eye of the Omnissiah. Connected to the mighty Cogitator. And the Motus Force is life. We get ourselves the engine. Okay, let's execute this. Okay, thanks for this. Let's do a project. This. Okay, this is fine. No, this reduces complacency, right? Reduces complacency. Increases complacency with a bunch of iconoclast stuff. Yep. This is a yeah. We have a bunch of things we could do. Yep. Extractive Metallica. Let's go ahead and increase various different things first.
What conviction are you leaning in this playthrough?
We are heavy heretic. Yep, we already at 225 heretic. So there's that. I mean, it's Kefka. We have to go heretic.
And hopefully, if with the spoilers I've read, you get turned into a demon at the end, don't you? So, which is kind of appropriate for Kefka. Okay. So we have the Ignis Corona and Fortis Porta. But let's visit this Tears of Solace first. Tears of Solar. Hopefully we'll unlock a new colony, right? Is that what we're trying to do? And what is this? 11 Extractium. Lord Captain.
If you do the heretic quest you do yet. It's just an ending thing. You don't get to play as a demon though.
Ah, damn it. Lord Captain, our augurs detected a faint emergency
and yet
signal.
It's a new colony added in the newest DLC.
The faintest energy signal. A source was tries to crash Valkyrie. Okay. Right. Stream of hissing crackles. So we've got a successful Imperium lore. These codes seem familiar. I will recall what they signify. Been transmitted centuries of date. You're able to make sense of them. An Astro Militarium regiment requesting assistance. Oh my. That's... If it's a century old, that might be bad. Try to amplify the signal. Thank you, Pascal. Mirov, Penal Legion. The one who requisitioned Siberian von Valentis is dead. We have no mercy. Claim us before the war finishes off. Wow, okay. The Merov Penal Legion is this desperate thugs surrounded by prisoners of the Hive World Merov in Galaxis. Interesting. Dispatch a squad. Okay. Reconnaissance force discovered the skeleton of a lone pilot. Yep. Died long before the crash. Yeah. When your servants managed to restore it in it, Private Ruben Korshov reports the 32nd Regiment of the Merov Penal Legion. Squad into the flagship. However, the world Siberian drew his final breath is close at hand. Okay. Erica? I hardly know her. Let's move. Scan that planet. Ah, 7 plasteel. Yes, please. We also have giants, so we're good with the various different bits of loot. Okay, scanning. Right. And before we continue, I'm going to repair the hull of this. And I'm not sure if we're going to do more void ship management. I think we have everything pretty much. Goodness, we have 900 scrap. Yeah. Okay. Begin the scan. Is there somewhere we could land?
I see you're not a fan of ramming, with that little level 1 ram you got.
Yep. I'm not a fan of ramming. I mean, the thing about ramming is that it damages our ship, right? So for me, whenever I ram, it's like a quote-unquote surefire bit of damage, but at the cost of scrap. But it is an interesting little option, because I went with the demon engine as the okay. I have a perk. Where is it? Yep. Void chip management. Because I got a feature during the quest to get demonic presence, which lance weapon is possessed by a demon whenever the flagship lance hits an enemy ship's hull.
It can damage your ship with a low-level ram and usually with destroy part of your shields. It's very situational, but it can be good.
Yeah, but here it is. The flagship's lance weapon is possessed by demon. Whenever the flagship's lance is hit an enemy ship's hull, it has 50% chance to start internal fires. And but we don't have any. If we don't have a ship with internal fires, the demon starts setting fire to our ship instead. That is pretty funny. But we do have unclean aegis, right? That reduces damage from internal fires. So this is a nice little combo. And if I'm reminded, there's one ability that is it Twist of Fate, or I think there is one of the abilities that lets me.
You'd think Heinrichs the Inquisitor would have some comments about these demons operating on your ship.
He did have a comment already. It's like, I hate this so much. But eventually, I'm not sure when exactly is the point of no return where we actually have to say goodbye to Heinrichs. But I'm going to keep him along for the ride for as long as I can, because this is like my first playthrough, right? Flag is of no further value. My goodness. You discovered a shuttle transmitting distress signal with the body of the pilot, Ruben Karskowicz, is still in the seat. Good that we find nothing but graveyard down on the surface. The augurs to the region where the signal is detected. Yep. There are signs of human activity. My goodness. Let's prepare for landing. Hold fast, your lordship. Have mercy on us. Okay. Let's accept. Here it is. Look at this. For the first several rounds after receiving an injury, a character will have only fresh injury. Okay. More DLC things. Ooh boy. Your skull feels like it's about to split under pressure. A heartbeat later, the agony ebbs, leaving behind only a haunting hum. It smothers your mind, stifling all reason and hindering your ability to think. Your gaze falls on the young pilot who survived the crash.
All new content. Very exciting.
Yep. And stumbled out of your wrecked shuttle after you. A wave of sickening fury suddenly swells within you. Oh, he lost control of the vessel. By willpower alone, you pull yourself together, but fury fades, sinking into the depths of your mind, leaving a lingering terror and urge to flee at the knowledge that such escape is impossible. Did you see who attacked us? Movement on the port side. That's the last thing I saw, Lord Captain. Something massive. That's what she said. Like a tree trunk, that's what she said. It was either thrown into the shuttle or it attacked us itself, your lordship. An indigenous organism of such formidable size that it can assault Imperial machinery? This world promises to be a true treasure trove of discoveries. A fine observation, Lucius. It could indeed be a specimen of either megafauna or megaflora. Research by the Magus biologist has confirmed the existence of flora classified as Periculum machine majoris. Life forms of this category pose a serious threat to sacred transport vehicles and armored units. There's a 96.543% probability that such a species inhabit this planet. In the observed case, the probability of more than one species having this threat category existing stands at 85.6789%. Aogen clicks his tongue in irritation, clearly displeased that his colleague was able to provide a more accurate answer. Ah, poor Aogen. I love the banter between these two. What of the shuttle? Can it be repaired? I'm afraid not, Lord Captain. The ship requires recovery and the application of Adeptus Mechanicus repair sacraments. Those could only be done aboard the flagship. We need an evacuation. Okay, onto the flagship now. The rage on the pilot's face gives way to a look of panic as he realizes how he just behaved in the presence of the rogue trader. With a trembling hand, he reaches for the Vox augmentation hand. Okay. Lord Captain, our channels are nothing but static. I don't understand why. Everything is functioning perfectly, as if something's jamming the frequency. We cannot contact this flagship. According to the charts, there's a settlement nearby. Perhaps we could locate locals a more powerful Vox unit. Okay. Anyone feel anything odd, as if something is pressing on your mind? A peculiar pattern of acoustic waves. I've never encountered anything like this before. Infrasound alternating with ultrasound, and it's natural too. These frequencies are inaudible, yet they evoke violent reaction from the deep-seated structure of the human brain.
A strange haze has enveloped me, and even the Undying One's whispers are hard to make out. In this land, I must rely solely upon my guidance, Tallman. Such tormenting sensation. Something is conjuring painful, angry hues as if splashing crimson and black across my canvas and ruining it. Is it how those eye influence feel? Fine. But it was a result of impact, like a hum or some kind of high-pitched screeching. There's a struggle to think straight, to keep me from losing it. My apologies for Lordship. Okay, I'm heading to the settlement. Yep. Hooray, more DLC's content.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
The flora displays heightened adaptability and aggression that's rarely characteristic of its kind. I suspect external xeno-interference. Nuncius, make all the necessary preparations for collecting test samples.
The abundance of plant life is assessed as a negative factor in the utility of the planet's surface to the Adeptus Mechanicus. Purification Litany 145, followed by 4 blessings by fire, is recommended.
Aw. Pascal wants to burn it all down. Oh my goodness.
Sacred bionics will endure.
What happened? Oh my goodness. We can't reach the goods. Oh, okay. Give me a second. When was the last save? Is it an autosave? Damn it. We probably want a lot of heals.
You need to shoot those plants in the way. They highlight red.
Yeah, I see that.
Take my transient gratitude.
Oh my goodness, how many wounds there are. Okay, you know what? Let me just load. Okay. That's a lot of wounds. And oh boy, is my arm tired right now. I'm gonna see if I can make more changes. to this.
You mind if I
Oh,
have some of your tasty beverage to wash this down?
oh, thanks for the redeems, whoever that is.
That hit the spot.
Let me get my caretaker. Riam, you back up? Okay, my caretaker's not here, so we'll need to wait. I don't have a sippy cup either. Thanks, whatchamacallit. Who redeemed that? Ah, not even see, can't even see. Tomb Wolf. Hi, Tomb Wolf. Thanks for being here, buddy. For some odd reason, it's not showing up in recent events at all. Yep, my caretaker is away for a little bit, so yep, I'll have to wait until she returns. I figured out that we need to shoot that thing, but it is a little bit too late after I already got gassed by him. Okay. Let's just press some. Right.
The flora displays heightened
What is this?
adaptability and aggression that's rarely characteristic of its
Drover's
kind.
Cry, the mental shriek of the
suspect
immense creature
external
entranced with the Zarkos mind, fury and clouds the mind.
Lucius,
Okay.
make all the necessary preparations for collecting test samples.
This place is deceptive. Beyond the translucent streaks of white lurk flashes of something huge, dangerous, and predatory. This place makes me uneasy.
Schemes within schemes. Let's see.
Okay.
A wicked thought. What if...
Okay.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Okay. More loot.
I'm powerless to act.
Okay. Is that everything? Ooh, are these wireweed?
What lies beyond?
I've heard of what wireweed is before. Oh man, okay. Let me rest up a little bit. Looks a lot like wireweed. My first exposure to wireweed is from a game called Gladius. Have you heard of a game called Gladius? Barbecued Llama. It's a 4X game, but like Civilization, but it's actually set in the Warhammer universe.
I got it for free from Steam.
Yeah.
I still haven't installed it yet though.
It's an okay game. I'll say it's an okay game. But it's one of those games that are quote unquote free. Because for the full, oh my goodness. Because to enjoy the full experience, you need a whole bunch of DLC that's worth like $80 or more. So, oh, look at all these. Look at all these plants.
Yet I saw it's got a bunch of DLC for extra factions and stuff.
Yep. You could play with 4 factions, but then the extra, yeah. Let me see. Are these guys immune to gaze? Could very well be. I have no idea. เตรียมฮะ ขอปืดกาแฟอีกหน่อยนึงเด้อ Yeah, just stick together. I have no idea what the attacks are going to be like. Let's see. We got overwhelming stratagem. Kansai just chooses one of the combat tactics areas. Attacks by allies in that area inflicts overwhelm. Okay. So let's start by placing an attack area. This is probably the best one. And then we could go with backline. Okay.
Accustomed to being ordered around.
Overwhelm.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
And we're gonna go with this. This is Bloodhound Staff, that's correct. Alright. It feels kind of weird to do a staring attack on creatures without eyes, doesn't it? Feeding? Oh my, okay. Oof. That was rough. Again. Yep. And now we switch over to Staff of House Cassini. Yep. And now let's point at Nuncius. Aeogun. Followed by an extra turn for Aeogun. Because you want buffs. Buffs for everybody. Let's use this first buff on Triapima, followed by this.
If
More
you set the
buffs.
plants on fire, I think it stops them moving around so much, otherwise they teleport around the arena.
Okay. No two people are not on fire.
Just mentioning since you already set half of them on fire.
Yeah.
Astute observation.
Okay. It is an astute observation. Okay, do we want to do a few attaxies? We could arc rifle some of them. 50%? 95, yep. Nice.
A valid argument.
Okay, one more thing you could do, which is probably this. Let's go 1, 2, 3.
Lucius is skeptical about this. Statistical error.
Okay. End's turn. Cassia. Stay still. Cabela, you probably want to do an attack. This is a... Wait, this is a barricade? Okay.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Right, we're gonna go with this, maybe?
I shall not fail.
This is a sweeping strike? No, this is a rock saw. Yep. No, this is the wrong rock saw. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this nice strong single target attack after using where it hurts.
As honor ordains,
And
the shadows will
this.
see it done.
We're not going to use exsanguination. Let's turn temp wounds into more damage. And now we go slash.
As the
Oh! Are they from our ship? Oh, we have a Moravian guardsman, I guess. We one hit KO'd that. Wait, where's our log? Yep. Kibela heals 3 wounds. Burning damage, 11 fire damage. Yep. How much damage was that? Okay, 36 temp wounds. Use crimson intoxicants. Yeah, I can't. There's some. It's hard for me to actually see. Okay, we could attack the growth. Certainly.
aim for the heart next time.
And now we can go. Let's use some healsies. Cabela.
Do you think my body was suffering? I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Let's go. Oh my, that even gave us more. Wow, Cabela's doing a large chunk of damage. How much health? You still have 96 health. So this is fine.
As honor ordains.
Come on, move.
I am your blade and shield. I shall not fall by the web.
My goodness. The damage.
Trust me.
Lord Captain!
Oh, sorry. You're a little bit too close. Wait, that gave me an extra attack.
I did not understand.
It's all temp wounds for now, right? Oh no, oh, Rover's Cry is fine. Yep. What's your wound situation? One fresh injury. Short of breath. Okay. Temp injuries are fine. That guy's gonna not be alive very soon.
I will not die in dishonor.
Leap. Yup. Nice. More blade attacks. Okay. Yep, I think that's it for Cabela. That's redonkulous, the amount of damage she dealt in that single turn. Right? But also, Kefka, here, here. Goodbye. Oh.
Discordant melody.
And follow up.
Marked for demise.
Again.
Genius at work.
And do we have a pain resonance? No, we have a merciless verdict, but okay, let's do our free reloads. And maybe enfeeble. Yep. Okay. Let's move you here. And we'll go stay in your spot. Mark some prey. Mark 1. Mark 2. That both of them are marked. Now we use a binary thing. That's pew 1. Nice. And now we're going to go another one. Ooh. All right. People approach you with caution. Every one of them is scarred and wearing some kind of uniform that you notice. A few have crude prostheses made of bone and wood. Eyes are fixed on you, noting your every move. We shall return in a little bit. I need to take a small break. So, yep, just a bit of a BRB. Where's my BRB screen? Bathroom break.
While we wait, feel free to go check out my AI music channel. The song playing now is among the ones generated. You got some peak content upcoming when you get back. Trazen, hopefully.
Alright, I'm back, but the game screen is not.
You really think your party is ready for Trazen at the moment? Grinning face.
Yeah. I mean, no, the thing is, it's not the, I don't know. Like, I never thought I'd have to say this, but state your rank, occupation, and reason for visiting the regiment's deployment. My goodness, Mr. Guardsman. Where's it? Abelard, present me. Yeah. You are in the presence of His Lordship Rogue Trader Kefka Palazzo von Valancius, heir to the greater protectorate of the Corona's expanse, and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade. The moment your name is spoken, a change ripples to the crowd. Some are struck with awe, others turn white as ghosts. The man in front of you makes a sign of the Aquila. All right, great. Sergeant Janusz Bartoszki, 3rd Supply Platoon, 32nd Merov Regiment. We're pleased to welcome you to Zarkov, your lordship. How did Merov get here? How did the Moravians get here? Did you manage to traverse the maw? Traverse what? We're born here. As for the details, you'd best take that up with the captain of the colonel. A penal legion, you mean? That's right, the 2nd Merov Penal Regiment. Yep. Something brought my shuttle down. Yep. I'm no help to you here. You need to head to the cage. It's our camp and the biggest outpost in Zarkov. Our capital, I suppose, or whatever it's you call large settlements. Yeah, you go ahead to report your arrival. Just follow the trail. You can't miss it. You need to meet with the colonel. About turn. Regiment quarters, much? Okay, and let's see. Oh, everybody's injured. Turn it. Okay.
In the shadows of the Imperium's ignorance, my genius blossomed.
Though I gave thee my blood and my pain, thou hast ordained that I shall live.
Your survival is preferable.
My tech assistant is ready to operate. Administering sanctified restorative elixirs.
We function as one.
Okay.
My flesh and holy machinery function as one again.
Consumables. Yep. More consumables. Should have actually used yours, because we've got consum intoxicants for you. Okay.
Howdy howdy, I'm on the road again.
On the road again. Good old Manta's on the road again. We are at a new place. This is DLC territory, Manta. So, good job you joining us right now. For some odd reason, these little warped things remind me of wireweeds, but I don't know if that's the case or not. But these are just mutated plants everywhere. Okay. Yes. No. Ooh, but also, oh boy, that France World Cup match.
This new place looks like a shizhole lol.
Yeah, it does. These are guys, Moravian Penal Adeptus Ministratum. Oh. Clap, clap. Very, very cool cutscene, certainly. Good job, Owlcat, for making that cutscene.
Cool intro.
Yes. Surrounded by dozens of people dressed in what vaguely resembles Astra Militarium uniform. The homespun clothes is overlaid with wooden plates, mimicking Imperial flak armor. These clothes are adorned with numerous trophies, pelts,
Creating
bones,
a theme
bark.
song for your penal battalion was probably the first thing these guys done after they got stranded here.
Yeah. Keeps morale high, right? Remnants of the giant plants, the savages flaunt the scars, and in the group that bares their teeth like a beast while others nervously grip at their weapons.
Hi, Alama.
Colonel Bastoshki, permission to report. A third supply platoon deployed on the mission and found survivors in the downed flying machine. The leader of the group identified himself as Rogue Trader von Valancius. Abelard, introduce me to these people. Before you stands Kefka Palazzo von Valancius himself, conqueror of the Corona's expanse, sovereign of Dargonas, Janus, and multitude of other worlds. Bow your heads in awe and reverence, for neither before nor after This moment are you destined to behold anyone's greater majesty? I am... Oh, let's look at the colonel. Ah, look at him. I am Colonel Izdrik Bastoshki, 32nd Merov Penal Regiment. I welcome you to the cage, heir of Sebastian. My goodness. And that's Vetka Dunosky. Hi, Vetka. Have you come to renew our oaths, your lordship? Captain Quartermaster Dunosky. Batoshki snaps his head towards her, and for a moment you imagine you hearing a gnashing of fangs, as if wild beast disciplines a member of his pack. The woman snaps to attention and salutes. Let's take a closer look at the crowd. And you notice some among them, the guardsmen cringing in pain, is from the headache or twitching. These people look deranged, ready to snap into violence, or dance in delirious joy at any moment.
Our palace, smeared, ruined, as if someone who has defiled the painting, dragging a brush dipped in crimson.
Oh, somebody pull up these guys' minds.
Crimson brown across the still wet canvas.
Okay, what oath do you mean then?
The 32nd Merov Penal Regiment was requisitioned centuries ago by rogue trader Valerian von Valancius during an expedition to GH 89717, which is now called Zarkov. The Lord Captain was lost in its route. His retinue brought the final order, boarded with the ship, and did not return. We have waited ever since, and we have waited for you, your lordship.
The first call up, a predecessor swore an oath of loyalty to your ancestor, heir of Siberian. We intend to fulfill it one way or the other. Okay. What is the final order you speak of? To hold the line until arrival of the dynastic fleet. As you can see, we have succeeded. Your regiment served Siberian. What kind of man was he?
The greatest.
Okay. He served your hallowed ancestor several centuries ago, Lord Heir. We honor him for his deeds, but no one living knows him as a person. Something brought down my shadow. Yeah. Some sort of huge overgrown vine. That was the drover. The vile thing has the whole cage under siege.
Hold the line.
Hold the line. Benedetto! Not Benedetto! Okay, where does this drover come from and what is it? Oh wait, that went suddenly Russian. And what does it look like? A vicious colossal monster. Stretches its tendrils everywhere, trying to devour us. Been this way for as long as I can remember. We are simple people. We need to know how to survive an encounter with the drover, not to understand where it came from. Okay. Are they sick, Colonel? No, not sick. Not really, we're hanging in there. We cannot be broken.
It's the drover, your lordship. Its cry is inaudible, but it's like a weight pressing down on your mind. It causes pain, nightmares, and drives you mad. Anger, fear, anything is possible. And if you give in, you lose control of yourself. Not long ago, one of us snapped and knifed a recruit just because he dropped his rations.
I came here to follow the trail of my ancestor Sebastian. Yeah, down below, beneath our outpost, lies his tomb. We don't go there. We don't want to disturb the memory of your ancestor. If you desire to visit the rogue trader, you are more than welcome. But the drover has entrenched itself right beside it, which means going there is certain death. You need to return to my flagship. Do you have a Vox station? The handbook says Vox stations, as you call them, are for inter-regimental communication. My grandfather said he saw the casing of the last one on the world, but the roots swallowed it long ago, so we have no Vox station here. Personal combat isn't working either. Normally the flagship can reach here, me, but there's not some kind of interference. He says.
Our elders told us that where we still got communications, the channels would go dead whenever drovers were near. It puts machine spirits to sleep, that's it. So that means that my goal is right under the nose of this drover. And where it still lives, I'll be stuck with it here with no communications. Okay. Quite right, Heir of Sebastian. Quite right. You can't drive the creature away. Because we aren't fools eager for an early grave, and we aren't the brother generals who drove the men to slaughter. We endure, we survive, and just as we have served centuries. Okay. Since you're incapable of doing it yourselves, I should be the one to finish it. Yep. Okay. Comes Heir of Siberian. It would be indeed worthy of the true Siberian for Valancius. Okay. With us now, he will slay the drover, endure the trial
Nearly
march.
5 a.m. for me, so I need to vanish. Good luck on Zarkov. You're going to need it.
Thank you, barbecued llama. Thank you. Yep. Glory to Zarkov? Wait. What was that name of a game? Okay, I can't remember. It's not the tip of my tongue. Wait, that was the part of our agreement. What is a trial march? Regimental tradition, your lordship. Take command. One must be existing commander in combat, and that's the man is Drig. There, just tell me where to find this irritating creature so I can end it. Take the lift down. I'll put you right outside the thorny bastard's lair. If you want to throw your life away for nothing, I won't stop you. You can leave now. But if you have enough humility to take advice from a local, I'll be waiting for you at my quarters. Welcoming ceremony is over. We can talk to Sergeant Janur, Drill Sergeant here, Dankosh, Dunalski, and Batoshki. Okay. I assume there's stuff over here. Okay. A makeshift workbench designed for both handicraft and stubber rounds of carpentry. God Emperor, preserve me. You've honored us with your visits. Junior Drill Sergeant Dankosh, ready to assist you, your lordship. The firing stops as the soldiers turn around and look your way. You're getting accustomed to frightened and inspired looks on these faces. Look closely at the training soldiers. All fit and strong, which is not surprising. Young and old, male and female. Every one of them look like they stepped straight out of an Astro-Militarian propaganda poster. Wow. The movements and stances look peculiar, as you realize there is simply no flat terrain anywhere on the planet. Even their massive roots are covered in lumpy bark. The Merovians' and odd gait and slightly stooped posture are products of their constant effort to maintain their balance. Oh, wow. Okay. You have a spare target? Okay, ballistic skill test succeeded. We call it the snap strike, Lord Captain. It's not about shooting or stabbing while the target is, but where it's going to be. Okay. Wait a minute. It says bullets are precious, but you're using laser guns.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Yanur. Is there something you wanted, your lordship? You enjoy making things? I'd like to know more about the drover. Ancient creature, maybe there's more than one. What about your settlement? Of course, you'll be our command soon enough, so it's only right that you should know. To tell me something about Merov. People there are nothing but property, and minor mistakes are grounds for imprisonment. What about Zarkov? It's our home, your lordship. Everything here is either poisonous, predatory, or fragile. But anything that isn't trying to kill you is only pretending to be safe, right? Batashki and Duwalski, the senior officers here, they're commanders, not officers. There's a difference. My uncle, I mean the colonel, has been in charge of the regiment for over 10 seasons. You won't find anyone on Zarkov who is more decent or tougher than him. I saw him covering a retreat for the wounded. 3 suckers from mace laced onto him. Didn't even blink an eye. Yep. You disagree with Captain Dunowski? I'm with the Colonel Batashki on this. Your lordship, there's nothing for us out there in the stars. We were born here. We must die here. The song says the regiment used to serve as cover for the cleaner regiments. Okay. Direct commander is Dunowski, but you're supporter of Batashki. Okay. What does your platoon do? Officially, we're a supply platoon. But how do you manage to manufacture ammunition in such conditions? Explosive flowers. For the casings, you could use some kind of something that burns easily but holds its shape. I think I saw some kind of coarse paper around here. Wow. That's a great idea, your lordship. The casing will be burned on its own, as long as you clean the barrel once in a while. Or we have the time, we'll do some tests. We should find new ways to serve the God Emperor instead of just clinging to the old ones. I'm registering sacrilegious interference in the rites of servicing the gifts of the Omnissiah by their laity. I insist upon the cautionary servitization of those responsible for the arsenal's upkeep. My. What do you supply troops to know about the poisons? เรียมฮะเอาถั่วมานิดนึงหน่อยฮะ We charge up power pack. Yeah. Okay. Is it hard to recharge a power pack? You probably have some charging things back when you're from, but we don't have anything like that. But you can throw a battery on a fire. There's even a proper name for the ritual, but I can't remember it. The problem is that sometimes the battery just explodes. It's risky. The right ruins will eventually... Anyway, so the ones who knows exactly put into the fire and how to let burn are valuable soldiers. My goodness. They literally charge batteries by throwing it into the fire. Right, so let's go over here now. What is this, though? These crude dwellings resemble the shanties on the lower decks of the ship. Okay. I thought you'd be taller. My goodness. Where is your lordship? By your leave, I would like to discuss the regiment's oaths with you. What is your discuss regarding the oaths? Is Rick's going to challenge me? I wanted to warn you. We'll fight bitterly, and you should prepare well. One saw him drench himself in promethium and set himself on fire. That's real cool. Wait. Anyone wants to wear the oath? You perhaps? That's against the handbook. Why shouldn't I simply execute the colonel? Well, yeah, why shouldn't I? You jest, I'm sure, but all of us here. That's against the world, your lordship. Hundreds of years we learned to watch each other's back and survive. Kill a commander, you become our enemy. Okay. Why would you need to fight me? Why would he need to fight me? You said yourself that everything has already been decided. Israel will battle for the regiment even against the Emperor's angels. As the handbook states, the only thing a guardsman should fear is a failure to their duty. How to prepare? Walk around the cage, listen to the people, work to understand us, and then you will know what to do in the trial match. I heard a song at the airport to camp. Team of the Lost Lord Captain, by it we live, and by it we die. It's not very cheerful. It reminds us that our survival is built upon the bones of call-ups that came before. Nope. What is the tomb that it refers to? Do not venture there as a rule. Oh, we have a Necron tomb. Oh my goodness, we have a Necron tomb. Which means we have a redeem for the Necron tomb. Where's the redeems? Here we go. Nice. Whole list of names. Sergeant Zarkov, the first commander to rise from the ranks. Count Pino, the conscripts, we named the world in his honor. Regiment's homeworld, Merov. Metro of throngs of people, so a hive world. I think some god emperors of those stories are exaggerated to strike fear into the recruits. We can serve the god emperor among the stars. We'll concern ourselves with some brother generals. The illustrious ancestor Severian saved us from the terrible fate of obscurity. Basic probably just manipulated them to stay here for his benefit. It's like, yeah, stay here, defend. The world is actually lost now. I don't care. Just it's a miracle that they actually survived this long, kind of storyline. Nope. Oh well. this does seem to feel like that. Okay, I'm just gonna leave them here for dead, and I mean the whatchamacallit, his diary just basically said all is lost or something similar. Damn it, my right hand needs help picking up peanuts. What did you say they removed from his own body? Augmentics. In our songs, it says that your ancestors possessed so many gifts that he could share them with others. People support Batoski. Bound to bring change, and a few fond of change. Fond of changes. You join the Imperium will lead to trouble. And like myself, of course, who have no fear of meeting his servants. Serving humanity. Okay. So what about Zarkov, New World of Terrors? And if it doesn't succeed, we will certainly try again. Okay. Jenna told me that you possess some sort of defense against Drover's cry. Sound dampening ear mufflers. Oh my. They don't work well for long. They only delay the effects. Easier suffering from the restless folk. The design borders upon the primitive, yet the device fulfills its intended function. No, that. Okay. Yep, mukbang stream right now. There's a degree of interest in the material responsible for sound attenuation. Analysis indicates a local organic compound of vegetable origin. A more exhaustive study recommends prior to the device's application. How do these even work? The handbook dictates that we put our complete trust in the deepest reverence in our gear and armaments. Right. I clearly have need of this item in confrontation with the drover, right? Okay, so okay. Found a shuttle on one of the neighboring worlds contained a record message from a Merovian regiment. Yep. God Emperor, after so many centuries, Ruben Crosserbacks, the 52nd Regiment's greatest hero. And down there in the void, only hope that our plea would be heard. Okay. Zarkov's the planet. Okay. May you farewell, Captain. Okay. Quite a fair bit of dialogue.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
But with this, let's look at the possible headgear. Currently, this is Low Imperial, depends on Fellowship. Okay, let me just look at people's Lore Imperium here. 68. 70. Yep, we don't need this. So we'll go ahead and pick this.
And switch to the headphones. Yep. Right. Yeah, okay. Fine. Okay. Drill Sergeant.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Luca's assistant. The drill sergeant is down. I don't think we could see or hear anything here. Just going to investigate this little area because I feel there's stuff we could investigate. Fleshy walls of the plant. You can see the outline of a human body floating in the kind of fluid. My goodness. Let's head over here.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Grab goods. These two are romancing, right? This is a drover's lair. What? No items. Structure collects moisture from plants. All right, let's go talk. Right over here. What's this? More Xenoslore stuff.
Solved this conundrum.
Okay, judging by the drover's shoots, this creature cannot have formed spontaneously. Thousands of years ago, someone must have inferred in its development, guiding in the right direction. Oh my goodness. Genetically engineered plants. Let's get one thing straight, Lord Air. You're here to subvert our ways. Take this us to the stars. Has been foretold, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. That's insubordination. Tell me, Colonel, why shouldn't I kill you on the spot? Straight talk, you Lord Air. However strong your retinue may be, my soldiers outnumber them. My goodness. They're probably on reach. Yeah. Why do you bother helping if you hate me? I'm going out there to kill the rover. You pulled out of it off
Its death will be a gift to the entire regiment. At least we'll have a chance to finish it up later. Recording that came from the regiment. In the first call-up's second decade, our ancestors were on a flying machine somewhere. They decided they need to make their presence known, so one soldier got in the flew off the transmitted distress signal. No one ever heard from him again. His name, Ruben Koroshkovich, is written on the memorial wall. That thing is ancient and huge. My great-grandfather saw it in the roots away back. Known about it for ages, but this is the first time I got this close. Humming noise, the pain that comes from it goes. This is the result of its cry? Suddenly claps his hand twice, applauding your quick wit. What should we expect from it? Keeps its weak spot out of sight. Almost impossible to get there. Unless you make it angry enough that it comes out. So first you'll have to deal with its armored shoots. The different kinds of them, and we'll give them different names based on how they act. Barricades, maces, growths, and flowers. And I recognize it as once is a long vine with thorns up on the end. It crabs you up deep, bleed to death before you could blink. Spit its sucker at you. It manages to hack it up good. I'll try to drive it back into the roots of the regrow elsewhere. Catch it with a burst of fire, and your mace loses its nerves and stays put. Barricades are not dangerous in and of themselves, but the drovers use them to block a path. They're thick and dense. Watch yourself when you're smashing through them. A bunch of aptnesses. Okay. So, growths actually spawn lots of things, flowers. It spits globs of caustic sap. Anything they hit gets sizzled. The shoots are armored. To old bones and wear some like clothes of our armor. No incendiary weapons. We've got some hand flamers, I guess. Meh. Where did it come from? Where did it go? เรียมฮะกาแฟยังเหลือบ่เดี๋ยวขอปื้ดหน่อยครับ Anyway, we prepared for a while still recruits. The rot extract, but it will be really foul if you don't give your soul to God Emperor. Your body might not adapt. What is the rot extract? Brew it up from those killed by the drover's poison. You then water. Yep. Yep. The character writes the described method of increasing resistance to toxic substances as a deleterious and unsuitable for application. Recommendation: avoid profane methods of bodily fortification. That's worth the risk. Yep. Oh, we have an heretical. Yep. Let's ask for some heretical stuff. You know, this disgusting swirl arises in your stomach. You feel something unmanaged and nefarious, majestic as death, as disgusting as decomposing. Force to turn its gaze upon you. My goodness. Liquid flame spreads through your body. Pain pierces every nerve and begins to slowly recede as your body adapts. A large tremor hits you, and sweat instantly soaks through your clothes. You're not dead, at least, my Lord Heir. That's a start. I give you credit for courage, but it's not some commissar claptrap. Okay. Ranks appointed. How did you came with name of colonel as well? Go into the roots. We settled it all right there in the cage. 6 of us went into auto fight. Not the worst way to take power. Less destructive than rebellion. Yep. Connection to my dynasty. Expedition. First call up was recommended by Barbarian. Zarkov. Environment's not very welcoming. Virtually no animals. Also some ruins not made by human hands. But yeah, there's a Necron tomb there. Yep. Seems we did care for the to translate. But anyways, Manta, if you're still here, I know on the road. What have you seen the Power Rangers parody, and what do you think of it? Appreciate the camp. What was it? Him with the Lost. Yep. Why not hand over? Is what told? Ah, don't be foolish. The traditions are there to be honored and upheld. I'll face you, Heir of Siberian, and make no mistake, I'll be fighting for keeps. Leave cocoons with their bodies inside. Atonement for the one, Heir of Siberian. Our bodies are turned into poisons, medicines, and materials. Well, it's better than being turned into food. Like most of the Imperium. Wasn't my intention, but what's done is that. Wait, what did I say? You have satisfied my curiosity, Colonel. Okay. That'll be all. Right. Oh, you're just flaming against those guys. Fair enough. Alright, looks like we're heading down.
This tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Okay. Right, it auto-saved. Okay, let's head to the lair. You dare bring lightning to my lair? You must die. Right, this apparently, according to our friend Llama, will be one of the harder areas. Thanks, Abelard.
Sorry, was checking into my hotel.
No, oh dear. Ugh. Right. Walk without rhythm. Yep, won't attract the worm. Right, I'm going to switch up granadas. So we go to here and pick some. Okay, so pushes target. This is creates a burning area. Fire grenade. This is gas grenade. Deals toxic damage. This is oil grenade. Grenade creates an area of sticky flammable material lasting for 1 round whenever the creature enters the area. Or is present inside the movement, it appears. Plus 10 stacks of covered in oil. If a creature is in the area has a movement, it suffers plus 5 stacks of covered in oil. Okay. Pollen of the Unreal. Toxic damage. Okay. Right, we're going to go with fire grenades. And yeah. Yeah, let's just go with a bunch of fire grenades just in case. You're fine. We'll replace this these with fire grenades as well. We have a fire grenade for you already, so we're gonna go fire and oil. More fire. Switch you with a fire grenade. A slightly larger med kit. And then oil grenade. And keep you as such. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at the map. There's loot up here. So if we head this way...
Hello, it's been while, and do you think since Sony not making psychical media only digital and probably PS6 is going to be PC hybrid, if turns that and expensive, I rather build PC and buy laptop gaming?
I'll slowly read through. First off, hi Zenless Gotcha Zero. Thanks for joining in on the stream. It has been a while since we've seen each other. Sony not making discs is a bit of a bummer.
Hi is endless.
It is a bit of a bummer, but more importantly, it is a trend of not owning things.
They will see. Oh yes, indeed.
Yep.
They all will see.
Not owning physical copies of things is a real bummer. Climb down over here.
Let's see how to dismember you properly.
Okay. Let's look at this. We have these 1, 2, and 3 growths, which we want to get rid of ASAP. Ha! Get it? ASAP. And
the future will be renting and being lame.
Yes. And na 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 na. Right. Okay, Cassia, and then Kybella. Kybella could go over here. You're fine. Well, actually. Let's see where Cassia could go.
TDS, did you really mess up the word lame?
Yes. Very lame of UTTS. Very, very lame. Lamentable. I don't feel like we need to want to move forward with any of these guys. The only thing we'll need to be careful of is where Aogun is staying. And Cabela. Cabela should be front line. Kefka could stay right behind. Pascal also could stay right here. Abelard join them here. Yeah, this is fine. This little cluster. Ooh. Wow, Drover.
Random thought, but I just imagined our party here fighting in the Unsaga art and combat style LOL.
Yeah. Staff of House Cassini. Yeah. And Saga hardly Noah. Yeah,
is some era for modern gaming and good news Sony stocks is down, but I don't worry anymore because if I want to play modern games I just use my laptop gaming play on Steam.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. If I may.
Yeah, that's the thing. The thing about whatchamacallit, the issue of sailing the high seas, so to speak, is that it has certainly Gabe Newell has single-handedly kept the gaming scene alive, or kept the gaming scene good. Thanks to his policy of, thanks to him providing a great service. Wait, why didn't I? Oh dear. I'm supposed to use a Bloodhound staff here. Okay, give me a second. Let me just, where's our last save? Accept. But yeah, because of the existence of Steam, we don't really have to worry about things.
Gabe commits the ultimate heresy, not having shareholders to obey LOL.
Yep. So we want to fight these flowers. Or these guys. Okay, let's just go ahead and head this way.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Yep.
What a curious specimen.
Good thing this flora is just warp mutated and not the flora on Catachan.
Yep. Welcome to the jungle. Ah. Twisted and shouted. Okay. Make sure we're equipped with the right one, not the House Cassini one. Okay, and
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
1 of 4 combat areas. All enemies in that area are forced to reroll successful dodge and parry tests. So there we go.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I'm not
We do
accustomed
this,
to being ordered around.
then maybe this.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
And we'll go look at these guys.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Care Bear Stair. And then more Care Bear Stairs on this side.
Some fine examples of Catachan flora include the brain leaf, a type of tree that drops its leaves when it senses movement below it. The leaves latch onto its prey and buries roots into the prey's body, in the intent to reach their brain and take them over.
Okay, I'm going to point at Aogun. Question now is, who do I want to give extra turnsies to? Probably still Aogun for the extra turns.
Lord Captain. If I may.
Right, and we're gonna go with buffs. Here.
The machine spirits approve.
Buff.
A valid argument.
Adaptation.
My creation, your assistance is required.
We go 1, 2, 3. Okay. And now let's arc rifle.
They'll open mine.
Oh dear, what's happening? Yeah, they're going to actually do something right here, aren't they? Okay. More arc rifle shots. Over here. Buff.
Astute observation.
Okay. There's nothing else I could do. Wait, I forgot to... Okay, that's fine, maybe? No. Let's move the front line thing. Wait, why are we already at a desperate measure? Finest hour. Okay. I feel the finest hour should go to Abelard, right?
In the name of House Orselio, I shall prevail.
Let's go with Endure first.
Victory is imminent.
Can hit him with a charge. Attack. Charge!
Kanak floater, a plant that is carried by the wind on a big air sac. When it detects carbon dioxide, moisture, and warmth, so pretty much breathing, it explodes.
Charge! Slice and dice.
sending razor-sharp seeds
My
everywhere
base
to
is on
burrow
the
into the
wall.
prey and have its seeds be nurtured by the prey's corpse.
It will be done.
Okay. Damn it, I can't move further. What do I do? I guess we shriek. There we go. Hey, yo, gun. I think there's a bunch of attacks happening, right? So let's move you out of the way. Somewhere like here. Oh, we don't even have, yeah, let's actually move you out of the way. Over here is fine.
Initiating spatial relocation.
Move your buddy over here. And then we have a few attacks. So we could start doing this. %53%. Let's start with buffs, I guess. And attack those close by. 1, 2, maybe 3.
Executing.
Nice little Magna Rail. Magna Rail. This is extra damage with an overcharge. 11 to 15. 28 to 32. This is probably the better attack. Buzz.
Could not buy much.
It's fine.
Assess and act, tech assistant.
Let's use this on Abelard. Can we reach? Yes.
A trivial procedure for a janitor of my caliber.
The healing is much appreciated.
Nuncius, I'm relying on you.
Did we just parry and attack back? Okay, yeah. Ow. Wow, that's annoying, to say the least. Right, let's go ahead and do one of these. Followed by this. Wait, that didn't do much at all. Merciless Verdict. Okay. Made you catch fire at the very least. Again. Nice. 3 reloads.
Let's see.
And these guys are dead. So if I move here first,
No. A dance of blades and shadows.
and I jump downstairs. No. Do I not have a leap? Yes, I do have a leap. Let's go ahead and do all the other things first. For reckless abandon. Buff.
As the tenants demand.
Leap. Right here.
Death is a blessing.
Oh, okay. Let's see, other things. Let's move you to here.
Death comes in silence.
And, can we heal up? For extra moves. There we go.
My body was suffering. I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Parried. Let's do this, followed by a strike.
The shadow brings me no pleasure.
Nice.
Trust me. I am your blade and shield.
It's too far, but I probably will be able to do this as well.
A dance of blades and shadows.
And we're just going to do this.
As the tenants demand.
And I'm gonna jump right over here, maybe? Yep.
As honor ordained.
We're done. You missed. Very good. Stay put. Let's start marking some dudes. Okay, I couldn't mark you. Mark you. Mark who else? You. Want to mark the flower as well. And I'm going to pew pew this one first. Nice. Who else I could pew? 16. My 78. Oh, I missed.
Running binaric override.
Very nice. Okay. I don't know where it moved, moved away to though. And let's go hot on the trail. I guess I can't.
Scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Okay. I'm gonna move here.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Let's use Endure. And we're going to bonk you like so.
Indeed. Took care of this one.
Ooh. Look at that. Can I hit you? You're a little bit too far. Do you have extra movement? No. Okay, what's going to be our movement choices? I'm gonna use the fire grenade, I guess. Very good. Shout. I can't kick.
Someone
Yep.
else can do this.
Oh.
Emperor, deliver us.
All right. Move here.
Emperor, give me strength.
Bloodhound staff, so let's keep an eye on you.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Wait, why didn't that... Okay. Right. Let's buff everybody, I guess. If we can. This is extra turnsies. Mark area.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Use evil eye here.
Statistical error.
Okay. And now we switch back to House Cassini. Yep. And let's go mark another area. Here.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
While I go point fingers at... I think we can't point fingers at anybody except for Aogun. Well, we can't point at Aogun either. But yep, Aogun, extra turnsies, please. I need your healings. Wait. Why are people all well and healed already? Yeah. I guess people are already healed. We have the best heals after all, right?
Executing command. Astute observation.
Let's see if we could AoE.
Guided my hand.
Okay. Let's go with this area getting overwhelmed.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Now let's go ahead with the back line being moved to here.
If I may.
Okay. Aogun has turnsies. Let's start off with buffs. No, actually, let's start off by moving Nuncius.
My creation, your assistance is
No.
required.
Darn it, I just realized that I need to move out of the way.
Nuncius, move.
And go extra turnsies on Abelard, perhaps.
A valid argument.
At your beck and an exemplary strike. Victim to a target.
Nope. And now we have more turnsies for Abelard. With that, I think... what do we want to add? Let's go indoor before doing this.
No matter the cost.
And now we have a bunch of... Let's do a reckless strike. Go a couple more times.
Indeed. Just a minor setback.
Nice. The flower's gone.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
And I think it's going to be Reckless Rush.
I will. I've suffered worse.
Right, AO gun. Let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3. Are you seriously having 1 health remaining? Okay. Arc rifle it is then. So with that little arc rifle boon, we got ourselves a little bit extra.
The machine spirits approve. Assess and act, tech assistant. I cannot comply. A valid argument.
Now, my ears are ringing. Ow. Okay.
Strike me again. See what happens.
Alright, Kefka. Let's see. Let's target you first. Where it hurts, and then straight at you. My goodness. And now we can go attack again.
Within the schemes.
Nice. Let's move you here.
Comes in silence.
And then we do this, followed by a sweeping attack. No, let's do a single attack. We do this and this.
I shall not fail.
One of these. And pain resonance?
As the tenants
Okay.
demand.
Nothing. Pascal.
How funny, we are on a planet of warped plants, and today I developed a disdain for water treatment facilities because they wouldn't let me treat one of my sites with herbicide.
My goodness. Let's see. The only plant remaining is this one. So let's move you as far forward as possible.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Stay here. And I'm gonna go this suppose.
This is going into the Book of Grudges.
And this is area attack, which we don't want. We want extra damage. Pew. Nice.
An offering of blood.
Which leaves us with the drover.
whispers my name.
And we're gonna go with this. Oh, we can't do the Drover mark. Well, let's use this ability then.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
A blood.
A tactically sound approach.
Can you charge at the Drover?
At your back. Grey hair. Sure hair.
Okay, let's do this. Do a bit of
Victory is
endure.
imminent.
A reckless strike into a double attack.
Target well struck.
And again.
I will.
Death is a blessing.
Oh. Oh, whoa. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. Okay. For a moment. Okay. Wait. Did we get... Yeah, you're crippled. Agility reduced by 20. Oh my goodness, that's bad. And ribs are broken. Wonderful. Okay. What do?
Experience. Nothing matters more.
And we got some Spiral Black Obscura, Heretic Trophies, and Chain of Crystals. Chain of Crystals gets plus 10 bonus to Lore Warp. And whenever the wearer hits a demon or a psyker for the first time in combat, a target suffers minus 11 willpower and perception and minus 1 psi rating until the end of turn. That's a really good item. But who does it go on? That's a good question. Let's look at these goods.
Let us see what I found.
Right, a tattered journal. Let's read through the tattered journal. This primitive journal is assembled from the processed leaves and covered in text scrawled in an uneven hand. During a quick perusal, you notice several entries without dates. Vedka says, I am a psyker, a cursed one, like in the old legends. When I learned the truth, I wanted to end it all on one last mission. Oh, okay. Somebody got discovered as a psyker. Mutations, I guess. But when Vedka said that the God Emperor has a different design for me, the handbook says that Right, the handbook says that psychers can reach out to the other worlds. I must try. Atonement for me. I'm trying the God Emperor as my witness. I'm trying. I draw the symbols I see in my dreams. Ooh, dear, that's not a good thing to do. I scream without words, but there is only silence in return. I thought it would be simple and easy. You call out, something calls back. But I've waited 20 nights by the campfire now, and nothing. Vedka comes by sometimes to encourage me. He says next time she would bring something special. The extract worked. I'm not sure what Vedka put in it, but I fell asleep almost instantly, and in my dreams I heard the call. A scream, a howl, a song all at once. I answered my pleas. It hurt me. All this time I'd been doing it all wrong. My goodness. Vedka, you just opened an innocent psyker, quote unquote, to the perils of the warp. There is no atonement, not for any of us. No one will answer us from the stars. What sang in my dreams came at my summons. It is a drover. The creature Isdrig warned us about. It is getting closer, slithering towards me, reaching out with its growths. Okay. I should have left when I learned I was a psyker.
Foul sorcery.
Yeah, Vedka, you read this, damn you. I was the one who you gave me hope.
You made me scream into the void. You brought me the drover to the cage. Only the thing that remains for me now, to try and kill it before it reaches the cage. My final mission. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. And let's look at this camp. Lore warp.
Applaud my brilliance.
The symbols on the ground hold no sorcerer's powers, so not warp sorcery. Their creator attempted to invoke both the God Emperor and the forces of the warp, but was ignorant of how to do either. Okay. Right. The partially decomposed human body has been considerably disfigured, but you can still make out the signs of mutation on the rotting face. My goodness. Loot some goods. We have elixir
This dang
of warp.
hotel internet.
Yeah. We have elixir of warp neutrality. Grants immunity to warp damage and inflicts plus penalty to fellowship, but the user cannot deal warp damage until the end of combat. That is not a good item for non-warp users. For friggin' warp users. Let's head back here. There's probably more loot back here.
One step at a time amidst the madness.
Oh, okay. Wait. For sure thought it was a Necron tomb, but there's a sign of the Aquila. So no. So is this the tomb of Sebastian? Or tomb of one of the other dudes? Yep. Right? Suffocating thick with spicy scent of spores, a modest-looking sarcophagus stands before you. Right? Agent of the Golden Throne. Right? Bloom across the remains of the unfortunate Agent of the Golden Throne, having literally drained the last of its life fluids. Vox Scribe rests within his inner pocket. Oh, nice. Most of the messages cataloged of the Machine Spirit have since been erased from its memory, except for the last. Acolyte Watcher, Temple Cell, attention from the locals have been avoided. We lost Acolyte's Keykeeper, Oculus, and Dusk. Bastion Cell has ceased all contact. Void Cell has gone in search of Bastion. A search for the subject's suspected burial site yields no results. No body was found. It appears that it was never buried. No traces of heresy requiring cleaning. We continue to search for its traces of Siberian von Valancius and to purge possible new traces of heresies. The next marker is the Xeno ruins, the coordinates recorded in the Vox Scribe's memory. Siberian's report surveyed them shortly before his death. Okay. So the old rusted Vox Scribe contains coordinates of the Xeno's ruins. Okay. Fair enough. And inspect the sarcophagus. Agent's final resting place. Answer to the final simple would be affront to the taste of any rogue trader. So let's open the sarcophagus. Small plants clinging to the sarcophagus snaps with soft, wet squelches. As you move through a surprisingly light lid, inside you see nothing but a gaping hollow. Neither your ancestor's body nor his legendary sword lies in the sarcophagus. Okay.
In Warhammer 40k, the expression "when it rains it pours" usually applies to our worlds as being invaded by Tyranids. A chaos cult destabilized our defenses, and the pouring is the hidden Necron tomb. Waking up at the same time.
We have a Thicket Slayer, although we hardly know her. Yep.
There will be no peace in my wake.
There's items up here. Yeah. Yeah.
What lies beyond?
Hand flamer, meso pattern, single hand flamer, and pneumatic assault grapple. Oh, nice. User gains a force couple, and force. Uh, we have the get over here. Attack. Anything else up here? Oh, we could have actually entered the map from this spot. Okay. Right. Let's actually briefly do a character level up if we can. I think it's any from burning inflicted by the executioner must make a willpower resistance. I don't think we have that yet. And it's either that or adrenaline surge. I think I could do adrenaline surge. Yeah. Otherwise, it's racking weakness. Damage still by executioner's damage over time effects increased by 4% for every 10%. Okay. Because the next one is going to be racking weakness. Yeah. Anything that I've set for you? I haven't set anything for you. That means I need to go look up the Guido. Give me a second while I open the guide. Revan 619's community, rogue trader, unfair builds, and resources. And I'm not sure if I heard the answer of the new Power Rangers parody yet. If you've seen that, Manta, that I posted in the Discord. All right. And we have, this is level 32. No, it's racking weakness, I guess. Just let me double check. It's racking weakness. Open the veins. Open the veins. Get on the plane. Yeah. And not just a flesh wound. But blessed blood stain effect gains +1 stack of this effect whenever bleeding, burning, or toxins is clicked on it. Okay. All right, Abelard. What is your ability? Okay, we found the kick. And I think it's critical versatility. or power armor proficiency. Yeah, we don't have a power armor yet, so we're getting power armor proficiency after this. And we'll go, is it strength or perception then? Yeah, it's perception. Persuasion int. Okay, now it's intelligence and the course untraveled and maybe grenadier. Did I mark it yet? No. The course untraveled. Whenever the navigator uses navigator power that's not been used in this combat. +2 perception. Okay. As well as grenadier. Okay. Right. Yeah, we don't have any other stats other than intelligence to add now. And course untraveled. And for Pascal, it's Trial and Shatter and Pinnacle of Weaponry. Hot on the Trail has unlimited range. Okay. Trail and Shatter. And what's the other skill? Pinnacle. Pinnacle. First attack in combat with any plasma, melter, or power weapon deals additional damage. Okay. Right. Oh. Aogun.
Blessed augmetics can replace and enhance vision, motor function, and endurance. Alas, they cannot cure incompetence.
Damn it. I feel called out by that somewhat. Right. Aogun. Where is it? Is it right of calibration? I guess. Okay. Nice. Use the Overseer's ability in combat causes 1 AP less. That's good. And what's the other one? The Pinnacle of Weaponry. What is it? Staggering Jolt. Yep. Okay. Arc Shock for 2 rounds. Right. I'll star this. Complete. Right. Alright. Good. I guess we're heading back up the cage. Now that we're dealt with the drover, and I think we're supposed to fight the dude in a trial now. Do we go to Dinosky or Batosky? One of the two. Yep. The drover's dead, though. Surrounding you seem tense, although you no longer feel any pressure in your head. They seem to still be suffering from the lingering effects of the drover's screech. Batosky fixes you with an unexpected look. Yep. The drover is dead. We know heir of Siberian. Soon as it died, we could all breathe a little easier. There in the depths, I discovered a corpse. Batosky watches you expectantly, like a beast coiled to spring, but the competent quarter's eyes widen in terror. His lips suddenly mouthing, "Don't." Yep. He was a psyker. Kefka was trying to get... I wish to examine the corpse. Okay, I think it says, yeah. As you wish, it's no longer of any concern of mine. And as it turns out, the Inquisition was on Zarkov. I discovered their bodies. What new blood is this? Wait, that word sounds familiar. We have songs about the God Emperor's secret servants, but we would never have been able to recognize them. But why? They're dead. What is dead is no longer a threat, and we can wait. We have more pressing matters. I presume this isn't a ceremonial visit. So the time has come to renew our oath. We're going to the square now, and in the presence of the fallen and my people, we shall face each other in the trial match. Curious tradition. I trust you're fully aware of what happens to you, to your entire penal regiment, should the rogue trader von Valentia suffer as much as a scratch. I am ready to hear the name of the Undying One's whisper. Kefka Palazzo von Valentius, heir to Siberian and our rightful ruler, has proven himself by slaying the drover. If a seed of doubt still lingers in your hearts, it is time to tear it out by the roots. Watch. Let's settle things cleanly, shall we, Borowski? Yep. Okay. A dense ring of people surrounds a platform suspended on chains. Yep. My god, this is just Dune. It's just Dune, isn't it? Centuries we've awaited this moment, hoping to witness it, and now we're just here. Then, your lordship, do you revoke the final order of your most holy ancestor Siberian? As I revoke the final order, I cannot issue the next one. That'll be the next order to redeploy. Yeah. We should be freedom of the final order. Together we shall strengthen the power of the Husband Valancius. We failed a logic test, my goodness. Agility, toss a knife from hand, distracting Batoski. Yeah. Okay, you belong to the dynasty, and the dynasty never ends its own. Wait, we failed a coercion test. Let's use knife coated in something greenish. Dodge it. Yep. We go to the stars. I shall give you an enemy you've never faced before. Did you hear that? Saying the one Valancius dynasty promises a new feast of glory. Stare at him into the eyes. It's over, Colonel. I've already won. Release me this instant. Alright. His green eyes widen. Feral rage gives way to another, deeper feeling. He releases his iron grip. He takes a step back. The match is over. Right. And so belongs to me. Swear my blood and your regiment will never fall into the clutches of commissars or nobles. Okay, that seems very iconoclastic. Giving you one last chance is Drig. Yes, your lordship. Okay, to renew your oaths of Van Valancius dynasty. Fallen! There we go. Sword, shield, and transgression shall be not in service. Okay. Atoned in his service. Hooray! Is Zarkov going to be, like I said, hopefully it's going to be available as a colony now. Oath and vow, I hold fast to my courage in the face of all enemies and humanity, unflinching to meet my death. Okay. And until Holy Terror calls me home, Kefka Palazzo von Valancius shall be his voice, until the God Emperor speaks otherwise through the mouths of the Adeptus Ministorum. Okay. Zarkov is a colony of the Von Valancius, and it's time to appoint a governor. Yep. I guess Colonel will be the new governor. Your lordship, I won't let anything happen to your new colony. Archmilitant, okay. Oh, then, Dunovsky, you are ready to go to the stars? Cannot, your lordship, forgive me, I was wrong. You helped me see that I have no place in the world beyond the stars. I should stay someone. So I'll hold the handbook after all. Okay, then again, I don't think I'm quite willing to grant this position to anyone from Sarkov. My enforcers are dependable. The same cannot be said of you. Wait, really? Time to get back to recaps, baths, and a hot meal. Weekday, where is my shuttle? And Dan comes. Crude copy of the Militarium Handbook. Hundreds of names etched upon the memorial. And yeah, I do believe this is it. I don't think there's anything else we need to do, right? Unless we want to talk to the Churgian Luca.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
What happened? Drill Sergeant Orden's Jolga was struck by one of the drover's maces. Okay. How to save the Dune man. Sergeant, you will assist. Yep. Grant some experience. Just step back and wipe the sweat from your brow. Back of your bodied hand. The patient's chest rises and falls steadily. Some chance of surviving. Thank you, Jofta. He's like a father to a lot of us, you know. We owe him and you. My grand would tell me about the first call-up. Okay. I guess. That's just for a little bit of XP. Okay. And we go to Duvalski. There's something about the Xenos runs deep in the roots. Lordship, I was young and eager to prove my valor and fearlessness. Okay. I guess in the future we might find some Necron tombs. Yep, it's time for us now to head back to the ship, right? Ah, okay. And with that, I think we're done with this part of the DLC. And let's see if we have some colony things to do with Zarkov. Enough for now. Yep, that's in the dialogue. For F5, do we have any...
Why must small burger places always way more expensive?
Yeah. Small burger, because... Is it a millennial burger? Yep.
I
Look,
ain't
here's the lost
paying
ruins.
$25 for just a burger.
Yep. But okay. If we head to this, do we have Zarkov as a colony option yet? Oh, yes, we do. We have projects. And we have either Xenobiologist Chapel, which for Plasteel, Prometheum, and Phlogiston gives us Explorators, Mechanisms, and Weapons. We have Planetary Sutures, which is for Profit Factor, Efficiency, and Complacency, as well as Lord Captain's Void Ship, increased by rating. And this is Survival of the Fittest, damage over time effects inflicted by the character's deals. +2 weapon. Oh, wow. Okay, we need this. Because literally our character is based on dot effects. Yep. No. We also have this, right? Okay, the scouts report a lengthy search of a safe passage to the given coordinates. Right, locate the ruins. Okay. Alas, gaining entry has proven impossible. The entrance to the Xeno ruins is entangled in roots so dense that even the melted shards has failed to breach them. Wait for the news for the completion of the excavation. Yep. Okay. Right. And with that, let's double check on everything. Wait. Yep. So nothing for you. Yep, nothing for you. Are we done with Argonis as well? Yes. So right now we have Kieva Gamma projects. We have 2 of Kieva Gamma's projects. Vabos has a few projects in waiting. And so does Zarkov. Okay. And we need to look at the level 3 Zarkov one. Okay. So this is for Profit Factor, Complacency, Efficiency, and Drusians. Again, this is for Plasteel and Adamantine. This is for Xenotech, but this one has Subdermal Compensator, so this is probably the only one that's worth doing. When the user is hit for the first time in a round, they gain 16 temporary wounds for 1 round. Triggers even if the attack was blocked, dodge, or parry, it does not stack. Subdermal Compensator should be real good for what's her name? Cabela. Because everything else seems to be something we could actually improve elsewhere. So Crusader of the Lost Gifts requires Shadows of Zarkov. Shadows of Zarkov blocks Militum Imperialis. Do you have anything important for the Militarialis? Characters' maximum wounds are increased by toughness. Yeah, that's no need for that. We have the Zarkonian Soldier Armor, which is a heavy armor. Immune to toxin. Cannot fall prone, cannot be pushed away, cannot be staggered. Yep, so we go Shadows into Crusader. And then the rest will slowly add stuff. Alright. What else do we do? Let's go ahead and go look at the map. Right, so since that's going to be it for today, mostly, we're going to Either we're going to go into go to Ignis Corona or Fortis Porta, or perhaps the Maledicta. Yeah, because Maledicta. Wait, can we even go here? No, we can't. So I could go and explore these off camera. Yeah, we have plenty of this. Yeah, let's go ahead and explore some of these areas. And if there's anything interesting within them, I'll let you know. But that is going to be it for today. Right, DLC stuff. That's pretty cool. Hopefully, we'll be able to go ahead and do some. Well, I'm gonna hope that we're gonna be doing some more Rogue Trader tomorrow. But also, I'm gonna hope that within the next few days, I'll feel better. It's enough for me to sit up. And if whenever I could sit up, then we'll get some progress finally. But it's now time to thank our members. So thank you, Apilux, Manta, Chris Burton, Talenton, Lord Yelanak, Techno, Ozor for being members and our subscribers. At the time of streaming, get turned into a Pokemon, amongst other cool perks like cool badges and emojis. So if you're interested in that, so feel free to check out the membership program or subscribe to me on Twitch. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just simple liking the video if you enjoy it, subscribing if you want to see more, and follow me on Twitch or click on the bell notification icon to get notified when I go live. And that's going to be it for today. Thanks for being here, Manta, and have a good day. We'll see each other tomorrow, and that's going to be it. It's me, I'm Big, and I'll be back. Bye for now.
Have a good day, Biggie and all.